The cognitive research shows that learning that sticks comes from retrieving new knowledge and practicing new knowledge in the brain to build the connections that form long-term memory. We tend to think intuitively that learning comes from rereading and review by burning something into memory. Really, that kind of learning is in short-term memory. It's in chemical and electrical traces in the hippocampus. Long-term memory comes from actual changes in the brain when neurons reach out with axons and form new connections. And the way to get learning into long-term memory is to help your brain make those connections by thinking about how the material relates to what you already know, putting it in your own words, practicing it, explaining it to somebody else. You look at some of the studies where the participants were asked simply to read a list of 80 words and try to remember them, and they're given 4 different chances to do that. And another group is asked to read them 3 times and spend that 4th time trying to recall them. And one group, a third group, only reads it once, and they practice trying to recall it 3 times. And you look at how well they did in a test later. Those who have read it the most recalled the least compared to those who had practiced the most at trying to retrieve it. What the scientists call a testing effect is a well-documented phenomenon that spending time retrieving something from memory is more effective over time than spending more time reviewing the material. So, idea number 1, learning works by getting it out, not trying to force it in.